Hey my lovely Leos, I hope you are well. Chelsea here from Lunar Tarot by Chelsea. Welcome to your tarotscopes for the week of the 15th until the 31st. I'm actually working away from home this week, so I don't have any music or anything like that. It's just me. So yeah, let's see what the week of the 15th till the 31st has in store for you guys. What can Leo expect? What is something that Leo needs to be aware of? And how will Leo be feeling from this week? Okay, that wanted to pop out. Seven of Cups. So Seven of Cups speaks of many opportunities, speaks of many different pathways, different cycles, different acknowledgements in that sense. For you guys, I feel as though an opportunity will present itself, but not just one opportunity. I feel like a bunch of opportunities will start presenting themselves. And for you guys, it's about deciphering what is best for you and where you want this to really go. Because I feel as though a lot of you guys have that thing in mind, but don't really necessarily follow your intuition, the High Priestess reversed. So I feel as though a lot of you guys don't really follow how you really feel when it comes to certain situations. And Eight of Cups. And that can mean that you end up walking away from situations that are actually for you, that are actually presented to you because they're there for a specific reason. When it comes to the Seven of Cups, I feel as though over the next few weeks you will definitely have the Empress, creativity. You will definitely have many opportunities coming your way, but it's just about deciphering what is for you and what isn't for you. Also, I will mention for some of you, this could be in terms of a relationship. So not trusting your intuition enough, not feeling as though you're certain about something, and therefore you're going back and forth, and it just fucks with you. It fucks with your emotional standpoint, your mental standpoint, your physical standpoint, your mental standpoint. And, you know, it's time to trust that intuition of yours because, you know, Leos usually know what they want and they're out to get it. Period. They're out to get it. And so sometimes, though, it's a tendency of going and getting these things, but they're not necessarily in your best interest. Like, they're not necessarily for you in this moment of time. And don't get me wrong, everything that is presented to you will always be for you if it is for you. If it's not for you, let it go. Let it go. Walk away. If something isn't for you and you know in your heart space, in your gut, in every... If your body tells you something, listen, because we have a tendency to overlook the importance of our body's messages. And sometimes it's really just about acknowledging what your body's saying because your body knows best. When we start having butterflies and all of this stuff, you've got to decipher whether that's anxiety or whether this is something really for you. It's just getting to know yourself again. And the High Priestess reversed is asking you to get to know yourself again. Get to know your limits. Get to know the things that you want, the things that you don't want, and start putting that into place. The Empress speaks of creativity, speaks of rebirth, speaks of birthing something into the universe that now you're ready for. You're now tapping into that feminine side of yourself and really going for it. So it's like tapping into that feminine side, that creativity side, and feeling as though, okay, you know, what can you do for you? What can you do to benefit you? Not even just short term, but long term. think of the longevity of things. You know, it's not just about short-term achievements. Like, yeah, short-term achievements are great, don't get me wrong, but long-term, if something is sustainable, go towards that, work towards that. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying don't work towards small goals, because small goals are brilliant. They're amazing. When you're trying to achieve something, go for the small goals, but make sure that you have in mind what it is that you want long term, what it is that you want to sustain you. Because sometimes with you guys, you have a tendency to think about the short term and not really think about the long term. Like long term benefits over short term benefits. Short term is great because you get it instantly, but long term, you know that it's there for a sustainable amount of time. You know that it's there because you've put in the work for it. You've made that commitment to yourself to achieve all of these things. And so this is something that you need to stop battling yourself with in that sense. It's just about acknowledging that certain things are for you and certain things aren't for you, and what is going to benefit you like long term and what isn't going to benefit you long term. So we've got the 7 of Wands here, which speaks of almost like fighting in a sense, not really fighting, but battling with yourself. So I feel as though a lot of you guys, Leo, will be battling with yourself regarding a situation that is quite close to your heart. I say this because it's about tapping in to that intuition, tapping in to yourself and knowing what's for you and knowing what isn't for you. You know, the Eight of Cups speaks of letting go and walking away and looking out to the distance and thinking, okay, what can sustain me long term? What can be achievable and still be here in years to come? We're not thinking about the short term anymore. We're thinking about the long term. We're thinking about things that are going to be here way on after you. You know, what can you leave this world that is like in remembrance of you? What is your signature on this world, you know? So yeah, the 7 of Cups, you will have a lot of opportunities coming your way, possibly a lot of emotions, a lot of thoughts, a lot of going back and forth about something, but it's just about trusting your intuition, because sometimes you guys have a tendency to just go for something and act out of impulse instead of stepping back and thinking, okay, deciphering, what can I do? What will benefit me most? What can I do to just pause for a second and think, okay, what is it that is going to benefit me? Instead of just battling with yourself. Some of you will battle with yourself because this situation will be very close to your emotions, and so you will feel as though you're being pushed and pulled and going back and forth. It's fine to feel like that. It's fine to feel like that. Feel your emotions, but trust in what your gut and your heart is telling you, because that is the main thing that I'm seeing from this reading. Trust in yourself to decipher what is best for you and what isn't. Long term, short term. Great when you want to deal with things short term, but long term, how are you going to feel? What is your mental standpoint? What's your physical standpoint, emotional standpoint, spiritual standpoint? Think about what is best for you and go from there. Don't listen to anyone else. As I said on last week's reading, or 2 weeks ago, do not listen to anyone else. People have a tendency to tell you what to do because they think they know what's best for you. You know what's best for you, no one else. You know what's best for you as long as you follow your intuition. Follow the signs. Follow the signs of what your body is telling you, Leo. That's it. That is your reading. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, and comment. If this resonates with you, let me know, because I love hearing you guys' responses. Yeah, and I will see you in another 2 weeks. Have a blessed month. Follow me on Twitter if you don't already, which is Luna Tarots, and Instagram, which is Luna Tarot by Chelsea. Love you guys.